Hello and welcome along to the Sports Express Show. We're going to turn our attention now to some local football as we saw the return of the PSL this week. Kelvin is back, the PSL is back, local football is back. It's Buile Song.
Yes, you good,
brother? Nice to have you back, bro. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. It's been a long 5 months.
Lockdown.
Should be there.
Yeah.
No football, you know, man. Ish.
Yeah, we've been watching international football for most of towards the end of the lockdown.
Of
July, yeah. And PSL is back now. Obviously, we saw the Nedbank Cup last weekend, but we're going to focus on the PSL because it did start on Tuesday night. Kaizer Chiefs, firstly it was Sundowns and Pirates. I mean, Sundowns already 2 games in, dropping points as well.
Yeah, a lot of points, like 4 points dropped now by Sundowns. That's a lot of points.
They're not serious, these guys.
They don't look serious, bro. They don't. For me, they don't look serious. But look at the teams that they played against for Sundowns. They started off against Pirates. It was their second game with Sundowns. It's Pirates' first game.
Highlands Park second game.
Highlands Park was the second game, and it's Highlands Park first game that they during this, after the lockdown. So you could say, look, they played against fresh teams, but for them they had the advantage because they've already played, so they know how it feels like. They've got the feel of everything. But the game against the Pirates, for me, it was a bit of a dull game, you know, a lot of stop-starts, and then understandably so, man. It's been a long 5 months. No footballer in these days get through that long of a period break, but then it happened, so we can't use that as an excuse for long. They have to get going. But these points that they've lost, they're gonna cry for them because look at Chiefs, man. They're going their own way. They're getting their points here and there. But for Sundowns, the games are running out for now. That one game in hand is going to be like nothing.
Yeah,
now.
They keep talking and going back to that game in hand.
But if you look at the points now, it's like 6 points. 6 points
with that game in hand.
So still, if they win the game, they're still 3 points behind. And then it's like 4 or 5 games left.
And they're still going to play Chiefs.
And still going to play Chiefs, and there's 4 or 5 games left. So you're running out of games, Peter Mosimane. So it's about time you start winning before you even look at that game in hand, basically.
It's a weird one because a lot of people say that it's going to be an advantage for Sundowns because they played in the Nedbank Cup, so they know how it is coming back. And some people say the other guys who are fresh have the advantage. Some people say they have the disadvantage because they haven't played. We haven't seen them play. So it's really tricky.
You know what this for me depends on? It depends on who wins. Because basically, if let's say Pizzo wins, they'll say, okay, Pizzo had played in the Nedbank Cup, so his team has got the feel of things. And then if Pizzo loses, he'll say, look, man, I played a game 2 days ago.
I'm tired.
So you see, it's like that. It's just up to whoever wins, and then they get to brag or they get the excuse. But that excuse is going to run out in not such a long time, because after 2 or 3 weeks, everyone is going to have played. So no one's going to say, I'm tired. No one's going to say, I'm the only team that's played and all of that.
And Sundowns players do look tired, and it's the weirdest thing ever for me because we've been in lockdown. I mean, I understand the aspect that the players are not fit at the moment because they haven't had that much time to actually train for the resumption of the season. But in terms of in terms of the players being tired, like physically, because they look physically tired, it doesn't make sense to me.
Excuse me. Yes, look, you question what was happening during lockdown because players were given those programs to do all of that.
Sure.
You question what the players were doing then, but you look at it both ways. Look, man, it's kind of, draining to train at home as a footballer.
And you don't know when it's coming back.
And it's a team sport, and you need to, tactical training and all of that. You need to do all of that. You just need to get the feel of the teammates and all of that. It can get lonely sometimes. So I feel like, it's just going to be 2 or 3 games in, and then you're going to see them coming. But for them, it was very crucial that they hit the ground going, and they didn't do that. And now, this is why they're in the situation they're in now, because Chiefs, they hit the ground running. They came in, they played the first game, they drew but then the second game they won. So you see, they just hit the ground running.
Let's talk about that game because it was a crazy game. I mean, a lot of people were mad at Kaizer Chiefs. Came half-time when Polokwane scored the second goal. People started taking a dig at Middendorp, his team selection, his tactics and all of that. But they came back, 8 minutes of madness, and they scored 3 goals to win the game.
Look, that's the stuff of champions, basically, bro. To come back when no one is looking at you, you're like, okay, you're down and out now, and then you come back like that. But look, man, Polokwane City, for me, they started the game like a house on fire. The way they played, the way they came at Chiefs. You saw those 2 goals were actually like mistakes from Chiefs. At the first goal, Barkas lost the ball in the center, and then a counter attack from Polokwane City. So give credit to Polokwane City that they played the first half very well. It's just that Chiefs are just a bit of out of the league, so to speak, of Polokwane if you look at how things went. Because that 8-10 minutes, it was just for Polokwane to hang in there, but they just couldn't. Because Peter got that firepower. You got Piano Nukovic. You got Nukatane. And look at the subs and
the subs.
They played a very, very crucial role. You almost forgot that. So give credit to Middendorp.
Because a lot of people were actually bashing Middendorp for changing the squad without understanding that the games are coming thick and fast now, and players are not fit, so you have to do that rotation.
So the rotation, it did it very well. If you look at the game against Verti, you got the guys like Babongo who were out for even way before he locked down due to Achilles injuries.
They now play.
They played in that game against Verti, and then you look at you came with Bakas this game. Ukian and I came in the midfield, number 5 for IKs. I came in, played very well in this game for me at centre back. With Matoko. So that's something you can look at when you cut also, that those are very tall people, and they knew those people, and you know how Chiefs are good at set pieces. Hence speaking, the way they came back in the game is all. So I feel like, man, look, Chiefs. This is for me. I can safely say, as much as it hurts, it's gonna hurt me. This is the Chiefs' league to lose now. For me, basically.
I was gonna ask you before we go to the other teams. Going forward now, who's gonna have the petrol to actually finish over the line first? Sundowns or Chiefs?
For me, Chiefs. Now, the pressure is on Sundowns. Because Sundowns now they have to make up the ground. Unlike Chiefs, who they have to just play those games out. Basically, that's what they have to do, because they have to match what Sundowns does. Basically, if Sundowns draws, a draw for them just does them a lot of good, because the games are running out now. The games come to that end of the season where it's the chasing pack now to actually chase, because now Chiefs have done the job. Like the whole season now, since August last year, they've been on the top of the league. No one's been catching them. We've been talking about these games in hand. Games in hand are running out now. Everyone's going to have the same amount of games in no time. Still, no one is catching up to Chiefs. So look, Sundowns, the pressure is on them. I feel like the pressure is on Sundowns, and you can't say the pressure is on Chiefs, because Chiefs, look, at the top of the table, 6 points ahead, 4 or 5 games left. Look, man, just waiting for, these teams are going to still hit each other, they're going to drop points here and there. So Chiefs, they can relax a bit, but not yet. Do
you want to talk about Pirates?
We can talk about Pirates, but there's really
only one game in. Two games actually. They drew again.
They drew both games.
Against
they haven't scored 2 games. If looking at in league-wise, they haven't scored in the last 4 games.
That's bad.
They haven't
That's
scored.
bad for a team like Pirates, because
it's very bad. Look,
we know they're capable of scoring.
The thing is, when the coach came in, the coach came in, they were letting goals in the back like heavily. Whilst they're also scoring. He fixed the problem at the back, but you look at it now, the problem
really
at the front, they're not firing. But look, so to speak, the star man who lost Chageko due to some COVID, the breaches, which you can't talk about. You got like 20 other players, so you can't really clap at one person. But the Pirates, for me, I'm looking at them finishing 5th, basically. So, look, Wits have got a game in hand, and it's just 2 points behind the Pirates.
Such a promising season for them. I mean, they obviously, at some points, they were even in the running for the league. And look at how far they've fallen off from that.
They were like winning, like they were like in a 7 or 6 game winning streak. And then Chiefs came, of course. They halted everything with that 1-0 win. Jozovic first, obviously. And if you look at it now, Pirates are just playing out the season, basically. They're not playing to be in the Champions League spot or in the CAF spots or anywhere. They're just actually playing out the games, to help our Chiefs in the league, basically.
Definitely. We're going to look at the KZN teams now, because Amazulu and Arrows have played their first games. Amazulu dropping points. I mean, unnecessarily for me, because they are in a position where they have to be saving themselves. They need to get those points, and they have quite a weird fixture list that's left. It's not really the easiest games, but it's also not the hardest games. It's easy compared to the other relegation contenders, because Baroka and Black Leopards have a fixture list from hell.
It's from hell. They're facing the top 5, basically, the current top 5. So if you look at that, Amazulu, like, you can say it's in their hands, basically, or you can say the fixture favors them. They're more likely to be safe, but you know PSL. It just it happens with the PSL. It just does something for you and it shows you with its football.
Yeah.
But looking at the KZN teams, for me, AmaZulu, yes, they drew their game. It was their first game. Like I said earlier when we started, I said like, look, the teams can still use that as an excuse. It's the first game, still getting in there in the feel of things. So yeah, against the Baroka, and look, Baroka, the man of the match for Baroka was of course Usbia, a defender. So it shows you they were trying. What kind of a game it was? They were trying AmaZulu, Madonna there in the midfield. They tried those guys, man. Look, it just wasn't it for them that day. It's a draw, 0-0 away from home. So you could say maybe it's a point gain and a very crucial point if you look at how tight it is there at the bottom, because the last 4 teams are like 6 points or 4 points behind in between. So. Yeah, for AmaZulu, they still have the chance to make it out there. For me, I feel like they're gonna make it.
And you know what's weird for AmaZulu? If they win majority of the games that are left, they could possibly finish in the top 8.
Yeah, that's the PSL. That's how congested.
That's how congested everything is at the bottom.
It is.
But of course,
congested.
the arrows are pretty much safe.
They are safe. They're just playing for top 8, basically.
Yeah, playing for top 8. Maritzburg United might actually break into the top 5. Because we know how good they've been before lockdown.
At the start of the season, in Maritzburg United, we were all crying like it's okay, boy, Maritzburg, they're coming back from relegation playoffs. And then if you look at the season, how they played, they didn't play like a team that was fighting relegation in the last season. So kudos to them, kudos to the Maritzburg staff, the way they play their team. Look, man, Maritzburg United are flying the KZN flag high for me. I feel like Maritzburg United deserve a lot of credit for what they're doing for the team. They've been doing it for quite some time now, doing under the radar. No one's noticing in Maritzburg, but in Maritzburg, and look where they are right now, man. They're the best KZN team currently, and they're doing well for themselves. So look, Arrows, AmaZulu can learn a lot from Maritzburg United.
Looking at saving the KZN teams in the PSL for next season, can AmaZulu do it?
For me, I feel like
final stretch.
They have the fixture to do it. But
on paper, if you look at the games they have to play,
if you look at the games they have to play, and
the
teams that they are actually in the relegation zone with the teams that they are going to be playing.
Even Polokwane City have quite a tight fixture list that's left.
So if you're looking at all 3 of those teams, the Baroka, Black Leopards, Polokwane, and then you add AmaZulu there as the 4th team, AmaZulu have the not so hardest fixtures out of all those 4 teams. So,
but it doesn't mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, PSL, we don't know what's going to happen in PSL. So it's going to be a very, very nice and very happy and very, exciting battle for us supporters, all fans basically watching. It's going to be very nice for us to see who comes out of that battle, of that relegation zone, who survives, who doesn't, who falls. Hopefully,
hopefully they're going to stay up.
Hopefully they're going to stay up, man, because man, we need them in there. To support Maritzburg United, as I said earlier. So AmaZulu, I'm like 40% comfortable. Just need to see the next 2 games for me, how they play, and then after that, we can tell with AmaZulu and Muganjan. But I feel like Usutuma Peshankom is going to survive.
We definitely need all our KZN teams in the PSL to survive for the season. AmaZulu have to stay, and of course we're going to be having PSL games coming in thick and fast now. So literally every day we have a PSL game going forward now.
Like after
so it's going to be a treat.
We're binge eating now. After 5 months of no football, we're binge eating a lot. Man. So
so we're going to be coming through a lot.
I just want to say before we end it, man, kudos to the PSL committee and everyone who just came back and tried to actually bring the football back.
It was a struggle
to finish the season. It was a struggle. They say it's coming back. It's not coming. It's coming back. But kudos to them, man. We thank you the way they did it. I didn't want them to hand the trophy to Chiefs just like that. They have to fight for it, man. Look, I have to be honest.
I don't think even Chiefs fans wanted that. I mean, they might have talked about it happening.
They can't brag about it. We won. They handed it to you, so you can't brag about it. But
same thing about Liverpool as well in the Premier League. We're like, we don't want it. Don't give it to us. We're gonna win it.
We're gonna win it. But come on, Liverpool had won it a long time before even season, even lockdown. But man. It's great to see football back and see the players in top performance. Man, Highlands Park for me are the best fitness team in the
PSL, definitely.
They gave Santana around. Peter Shabulile, the guy, but hey, it's not to say, man. Hey.
Do you think he's going to grab the golden boots this season? Because Umango is not. He's stuck at 15 now. Nukovic is 14. Nukovic is coming as well.
Nukovic is coming. Shalulile are coming.
Yeah.
That's another battle to watch, basically. There's a lot of those little battles, those competitions coming.
Yeah.
But look, man, Umhango can score 1 goal and then it's just, he's on 15, he's 2 ahead of these guys. So still
he scores in bulk.
He's that guy he buys in bulk and then he parks
and
then
he just
okay, you guys coming now, I'm gonna score again. But look, for me, Nukovic I feel is gonna take it. Nukovic or Shalulile, because he's been scoring each and every game. He scored against the Polokwane City. You can't blame the keeper, but hey man, he had to take the shot in order to score. So so basically, you know, he was doing that. It was intentional also. It wasn't a pass or like a cross. It was just, you know, a shot at goal, and he scored. So give credit to his due, man, to Nukovic. Chiefs have got a striker there, man. I have to say that.
Definitely.
They have got a very good striker.
Brother, we're going to leave it here for today. The PSL is going to be continuing, and we're going to be chatting more about the games that are coming up. Thank you so much for joining us today. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.